What can I do to speak fluently? That is the question that I get asked most often. Lately, I've put some videos on about what not to do or how stuttering is created. And I think it's really important for you to know that. But people ask me, so okay, that's what not to do. What should I do? Today I'm going to tell you. I'm Barbara Dahm, the Unconventional Clinician, and I look at stuttering totally from the perspective of the system that creates speech. I don't look at the fluency, what kinds of disfluency there are. I don't look even at the percentage of stuttered incidents that there are, because these things are just results. What I look at is what we do to create speech. And this is what I want to talk to you about. So, I will give you a few tips, but you have to realize that you're not going to make change by listening to a few tips. That doesn't work with anything. I've listened to tips about how to make a video or how to do lots of the things that I do. Sailing, I love to sail, things like that. Well, you can't just learn to do something or get used to doing it by listening to tips. You have to go inside yourself. You have to really experience something to make change. So, as you listen to what I'm going to say, take this to heart and start to explore what's going on inside of you. And that way, what I'm saying is going to be helpful to you. So, well, what do you do to speak fluently? It is really a process of subtraction. We have a network that has certain neurons that fire together and are wired together. They go into action and set certain areas of the brain working. Some of these areas of the brain send messages to the muscles of our body, and that's how we work. We have to use just the network that is meant to work for speaking. And that means stay on track, stay on program. Not take a detour to someplace else that is going to throw this network off balance. In the normal network, what do? First of all, we concentrate on the thoughts that we want to say. I am thinking now. I have not prepared the words. I don't even know what word is coming up next. I am concentrating on my thoughts. I have certain things that I want you to know, and as I'm speaking, I'm thinking what I want to get across. What have I already said, maybe, so that what I will say next will have some continuity. But I'm not looking at the specific words. So, what to do? Focus on your thoughts. Thoughts are not words. Thoughts are deeper than words, and thoughts bring up our language. We don't think by picking words, and that becomes our thought. It's the opposite. We think, and the thinking brings up the language. If you speak two languages, the same thought might bring up different speech sounds depending on what language you're speaking. So, this is really important. First of all, stick with your thoughts. Secondly, don't look for results. Again, the only one thing to do, stick with your thoughts. Don't take that detour by looking for the results. That includes listening to yourself. So, be the speaker, not the listener. Okay? This is what you do. You are the speaker. You're the thinker. You're the one who is having thoughts and letting your thoughts flow. You're not going off process by looking for the words. Sorry, guys, I have to keep telling you what not to do because this is a process of subtraction. You're taking these detours. And so all I can say is stay on track. There's not a whole lot you can really do. It happens automatically. The speaking happens automatically. But I'm going to talk to you about the motor program, which is also a part of speaking. And oftentimes we think of the motor program as being the whole thing, right? Well, it isn't the whole thing. So, but I will talk to you about it. So, in the motor program, we do have two major things that are going on. One is that we are creating a voice, and the second is that we are shaping that voice by the movements of our articulators that include the jaw, the tongue, the palate, the lips. And with these articulators, we transform the vibrations of the voice into speech sounds. So, what to do? First of all, trust your voice. Your voice is the core substance of speaking. It is what you need to use to speak. You need to focus more on your voice. Voice does not contain the speech sounds. Remember, the speech sounds come when the articulators are shaping those sound waves that your voice has created. So, make your voice. Put a little bit more focus on creating a normal speaking voice. And a normal speaking voice is just like this. Notice when I was doing that, I wasn't moving my mouth. It had nothing to do with my mouth. It was just my voice. Now, in normal speaking, this voice is created all the time, basically, that we're speaking, and at the same time, it is being shaped by the articulators. But we don't try to make a voice in order to say a speech sound. If you do that, you're going backwards. You're making the speech sound the essence, and your voice becomes an afterthought. It has to be the opposite. Okay? The voice is the core substance of speaking, and the mouth just shapes it automatically. So that's what you do to speak. You produce a voice, let your mouth go automatically. Don't even think about it. So here's another don't. Sorry, again, I keep telling you what not to do. So I hope you realize that stuttering is doing too much. It is trying too hard. Speaking fluently is letting go. It's letting things happen. What you can do is two things. Let me summarize. First of all, keep your thought on your content, on the ideas, the concepts, whatever you want the person to understand, and not on the words. And secondly, make your voice the core substance of speaking. This is what we do in order to speak. Don't try to connect your voice with speech sounds. Speech sounds will happen automatically. So, I hope you enjoy this. I hope this helps you. And maybe if you don't understand it all, at least it will give you something to explore within yourself. And, of course, if you have any questions, be sure to contact me because I'd be happy to try to answer them. This is my desire to help you to be able to let go and speak with as much joy, ease, and comfort as you can. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and also ask for notifications so you won't miss the next ones that come up. Thank you for telling me what you want me to talk about, and also write in the comments if there's another subject that you would like me to discuss. Bye for now.